the current mayor of Nepal, obviously, he is a hip hop artist. He still is a hip hop artist, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, he was constantly consistent about all the challenges that we have in Kathmandu and across the nation. And he kept on advocating for it. And obviously, today he's the mayor. So again, two completely different things. But all I'm trying to say is, it's that push and that drive that, for me personally, I like that movie, right? So that's what I was kind of getting into.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And I was just curious, without having any idea of what your answer was, I was just curious about what it was about what you saw in that, which is cool. And I think obviously that's what a lot of people see when they see when they're looking at some of those different types of hip hop forms with, what's going on and how they're pushing to do things. One thing so then back now to where we were at, which is that, when I see breakers battling, the dancers battling, something really cool, because I think Mazi is mentioning about, which is true. I think there is an element of it because of the sort of intense competition that could be something that, can divide on the lines of sex, possibly. Yeah. But at the same time, something really cool that I see is okay, so there's a battle that we have, an official battle. The battle's over. Before the battle is even over and it's announced who's won, the two guys or girls or whoever it is that are battling are already dapping each other up. Yeah. They're already slapping five. They're like, oh, good job. So, I think some of the idea of, I guess this is element specific too, because in rapping, a lot of times it's like, no, I legit don't like you, or they're just I legit am in my camp, you're you, and all right, we just battled, you said some crazy things about me, I don't think it's time to just be buddy just yet, but in the dance scene of things, it's slightly different. You do have some static that could develop at points between people battling or over the course of being in a similar scene, but mostly I would say, I dare say 99% of the time, it's very friendly towards each other and really can be loving. And so you have that element of competition, but you also can see just by watching how the dancers themselves are acting after, beforehand, whatever, that's really just, a part of the game, but that's not indicative of their overall mentality, that this is I'm doing this because I'm doing it at this person. They are really enjoying it for their own sake, and then it just happens, they're put in the competition setting, they're testing their skills, but then after that, just really smaller part of the actual competition is done, everything else has, a different air about it.
तपाईले हाम्रो क्लिप एकदमै एन्जोय गर्नुभयो होला। अब पुरै भिडियो हेर्नको लागि चाहिँ युट्युबमा सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला।